Getting started, we got Audcad, so bearish. We're gonna clean up all these areas, and then I like to plan my month, because if you can dictate which direction price is gonna go for the month, you can make much better decisions and bigger, more rewarding trades. So looking at Audcad, we just moved this line here, so I'm marking up September. So from now until this blue line is September, so it'll be like that for every chart. So Audcad, bearish, right below this moving average. We got this area here, we got this area here, we have this area here that it seems to be rejecting a little bit. So I'm looking to short this. Most likely you're looking at, on a monthly, massive rejection. Like, it's a very weak bull candle in a month. So for next month, I'm looking to sell it as well. So a good selling area would be this area we currently have here. And then I like to look at the average true range. So it's about 300 pips for this pair. So how I do that is I just take these lines and I just move them down to about where our area of resistance would be, and I just find a whole number. So whatever the closest whole number, about 89.50, and you'd be amazed at how many times these prices line up. So it just happens so that 89.5 is perfectly rejecting this price. So then we just find 300 pips down. So off 89.5, you're looking at 86.5. So that's your 300 pip range. That is your monthly range. That is ideally how much this pair will move next month. So that's kind of what we target, is the full monthly move. And you can see there's this massive zone that I drew a long time ago. It must be on the monthly. Oh yeah, so like this is your bottom monthly zone, and it just so happens to be right below kind of our monthly target. So that's also a good sign. Things are looking real good so far. So now we need to look for a monthly type trade. So if I had it my way, I would wait for price to come back up to here, and then I would wait for some rejection, maybe look for this moving average to catch up a little bit, maybe wait for some other moving averages. Odds are this will cross over this moving average, and then it'll cross back over on the downside once it gets to this zone. So something like that. So there's no immediate trades for this, but there is a trade setup, because there's always a trade setting up, if that makes sense. So I'd be looking for something like this, and I would target this range, and I would just wait for price to come back up to this zone. And then if we want, because I'm determining that price is going to move roughly 300 pips next month. This is going to be the high, this is going to be the low. I'm going to sell it because it is bearish, and I want to sell it at the high of the month, and I want to exit on the low of the month. So that is how I determine this. So we will wait for price to come up to here and then enter this short position. So ideally we would break this zone on the way down too. Right now it's acting as resistance, but I don't think it'll be an issue. Once price comes up to here, all the sellers come in and they knock it back down. So you're looking at something like this. And then you're full. And then if you draw this out right to this September line, you know that this is an entire month. So this is the trajectory, this is what you expect it to move. And so if you get a couple small candles, you're not really too concerned, because you understand that it's a monthly movement. So even if you trade based on a daily or a weekly targets or whatever, you totally can do that as well. I do that. So, but I like to base it on the monthly. So your monthly trade is a breakdown of 4 weekly trades, and about 20 daily trades. That's kind of how it's comprised. So that's Audcad.